suspicious call, 1034 Main Street. 31 minutes.
It didn't seem like you were too interested in stopping for us.
Oh, no, it wasn't like that. I didn't know you was coming after me.
Well, yeah, we got red lights right behind you.
Last part, go again.
I didn't know you was coming after me. Normally, it's always
Yeah,
like...
well, you know you're driving too fast for these side streets.
Copy in 31 minutes.
No, I don't want you to walk away. If you walk away, I'm going to tow your car, okay? So just come over and talk to me.
Right, my fault.
Come on. Okay, just come over and talk to me. All right?
My bad, officer.
You know, a lot, I mean, we're not arresting anybody tonight. It's a non-arrest night, you know, okay?
Okay.
But people that drive all those side streets, they generally don't have a license. Or it's revoked or suspended. So which is it?
I went that way because that's the only way I knew how to get...
Do you have a driver's license?
To be honest with you, I don't. But
Okay.
I only went that way, officer, because I'm gonna be honest with you, because that's the only way I knew how to get.
No, listen, I've been
back to
doing
my
this for
sister.
45 years, okay?
I'm being honest with you, though.
Okay, but what's your status of your license?
To be honest with you, I really don't know what the status of my license is.
Chicago, Illinois.
Stay right here. So
I know, but okay. Well, my partner's gonna write your name down. You don't have any warrants for murdering anybody.
No, man, ain't no murder, man.
Well, that's all we care about.
But y'all ain't arresting nobody, though, right?
That's right. Arrest. Well, a murder, we'd have to make an exception.
Right, but y'all ain't murdered. Y'all ain't gonna take nobody to jail tonight.
No,
This is no jail night.
Y'all can swear on that. Y'all right hand up.
There you go.
That's the left hand. So I can take y'all word for it.
What?
I can take y'all word for it.
Just tell us.
What?
I know.
What?
It's Brandon. It's B-R-A-N-D-O-N. Be honest.
B-R-A-N-D-O-N?
Yes. Keith. Hold on, Holly. Last name Abbott. A-B-B-I-T-T.
Wait a minute. Say that middle name again.
It's Keith. K-E-I-T-H.
Okay, and the last?
It's Abbott. A-B-B-I-T-T.
How old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
A-B-B-I-T-T?
A-B-B-I-T-T.
What's your birthday?
My birthday is 1993. I'm finna be 20.
Hey, since we're on mute, welcome everyone to the broadcast. We're watch partying live on patrol. It's been quite a while. In the last 15 minutes, they've found 2 stolen vehicles, at least one person apprehended in one of those vehicles. That's kind of why I started, was because they were starting to run, but then they, I guess, bailed out. They foot bailed. Anyhow, shout out to the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, duly elected Sheriff Bob Fletcher and his deputies. Appreciate you guys and your work. I don't always agree with everything, but that's pretty normal. But I do appreciate that you guys, in a kind and just way, from most of everything that I've seen, with the exception of messing with Jason, which I think both sides were a little bit culpable, but there's, anyways, that's a story for a different day if there ever is. Shout out to Jason also and his channel. Gosh, now I'm having a brain fart. Anyways, Minnesota News, there we go. Yeah, Minnesota News YouTube channel. I have love for everyone. I believe everyone has the right to their opinions and views. This is America. We can try to rationally find what is actually the truth in everything. So I believe we're still muted here. Let me just make sure. Oh, for anyone watching on my Twitch channel.
Hey, Nicole, this is 2755. You guys, by any chance, have video problems up there?
Tonight too.
Oh, okay, not a problem. I just wanted to make sure everything was good. We got it figured out here. My computer went down and now it's good. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, we are done there. We did a little goodwill. You know, we're not in the business of arresting people for driving after revocation any longer, but we always send tickets. We don't arrest, but we send tickets.
Yes, we do.
So, just in case you're wondering, had a nice conversation with that young man about his driving. Driving without license. Difference car.
69. For 911 hang up, 1823 to 1961 University Avenue West. Female saying a man's holding her belongings hostage within 46 meters. It's an open
Wonder
line.
if it's her
and
shoes.
she's continuing to hear her crying.
This is a good point. Good point. The shoes from last week. Holding her
30
belongings hostage. We've been running a lot of that lately. Holding belongings hostage. Figure out our radio systems here.
I can take that, guys.
Heavy, 21-3 and 21-6 heading, both Ziegler.
You know, at that call, we had people coming out of the house yelling after we muted, yelling at us and him. But we worked our way through the communication that we all were on good terms, right?
Yes, we were.
And that's important to us. It's important to us that his sister, and other people in the house.
1624 Rice on the disorderly. Callers on Rice Street refusing to get out of his vehicle. The tow truck company has his vehicle on the tow truck. We had Toyota Camry. DC did advise the caller to get out of the vehicle and the caller's refusing.
Hey, Nick.
Copy.
That's a rant.
169.
Tell for a minute.
Give me a second here.
Go ahead.
Please.
We have an updated address for that call. 1766
Oh, you can just ask her.
University
Oh, yeah.
Avenue
How
West,
much longer
within
she's
25
gonna be?
meters.
I'm on data channel, so go ahead.
Hey,
30
Nick,
minutes.
just checking how much longer you think you'll be.
Copy. 169, I'll show you clear.
Copy, 6 boys.
Okay.
Should be pretty quick. She's over at JDC right now.
Yeah, I covered you up, but what's your estimate?
5-7 minutes.
Let me know when you're available. We're going to switch to you.
90.
Do we have any history of this number?
So Nicole is booking
Seems pretty intoxicating.
Darren's prisoner, at least one of them.
Left hand. If you want to start medics.
What's your location?
24, we're at the home address.
Copy, starting medics. 118, no history.
210, we're up.
41 minutes.
41 minutes.
It's kind of, you know, this is the thing about life, and Pat, you know this better than anybody, because you worked so well with the black community your whole career.
210, can you have
It's
this
just-
like replace Lima?
You didn't break down a couple barriers. Sure, people they're not going to jail tonight, and I mean I just felt like we had sort of some common ground with that young man instantly, didn't you?
Absolutely.
And
I'm going to knock on the door at 17:30.
I can't stress how important those relationships are for
Copy,
law
knocking at
enforcement.
1738 Union, the lower unit.
And people need to feel comfortable talking to the police. And I don't know where the line is. You know, are the legislature is going to debate making Minnesota a sanctuary state?
It's now picking off all day.
We're not going to enter that debate on the pros and cons
Copy,
of
within 1 meter.
all of that. But we felt comfortable talking to us.
Copy.
And not everybody needs to go to jail every night.
Correct.
So this report,
Everybody needs to go to jail. God knows we've taken thousands of them to jail. And, you know, clearly auto thieves, carjackers, people victimizing others. Sometimes there's a cycle for driver's licenses that people can't dig out from. Get a ticket, can't afford to pay it.
Get suspended.
Suspend your license because you didn't pay your ticket. And
Front of Docks Landing. 168. Phone for medics. Send your address.
and it just deteriorates from there.
Copy, code 4 for
Get
medic.
bigger fines assessed, can't afford to pay it, so
166.
you know. We've seen it happen to
166.
a lot of people, so it's
Curtis, you're right.
if when they're canceled ifs, that means that it's canceled immunical to public safety, right? Yips, IPS. Then that's a serious thing. That means they're canceled because their driving is so horrendous that they need to be taken off the street. That's different than a suspension or a revocation. So we look for the crimes that affect others.
26171 can cancel.
Copy, 171, I'll show you clear.
171, I'm pretty close. Keep me on.
Copy, at 44 minutes.
You need this?
Nope.
I want custody.
Copy, 1 in custody, 45 minutes.
You done?
Percent.
Clear advise. Today.
Copy, 47 minutes.
Yeah, you want 71.
9171.
Change your plans. 7172 will take the
120.
South cars will stay on the wall for 2. 120, we copy updates. I think we're out with her comp. She's by herself, but she's not very cooperative. Just north of Fry and Charles. We're going to try to talk to her here. Code 4.
Copy, at 46 minutes.
Fry and Charles. Is that there?
46 minutes.
It was a 911 hang-up. Oh, the woman having her belongings held hostage.
Oh, her stuff is held hostage.
Hi.
She apparently doesn't want to talk to the police now.
Oh. Well, how are we going to rescue
I'll go again.
the hostage underwear?
Just like, go ahead and cancel medics. I'm just going to transport.
They're holding the underwear hostage.
Copy, canceling medics.
By the way, there's been an increased number of cases where
Flight 120.
older people.
The SNR emergency 118 today.
Copy, 47 minutes.
Are sexually abusing younger people.
Not good.
After I thought of you, good night.
Have you just questioned that?
We're gonna switch to Nicole in a minute here.
312 Farmington.
Flight 50, 47 minutes.
We're obviously doing some investigative work over here, folks. Sorry, we can't tell you everything we're working on, but you ready, Nick?
118, 120.
Over month.
309 Dayton Avenue, Unit 102 for a domestic. The comes boyfriend is DK and assaulted her. Name's Travis Magnan.
We are switching you over to Nicole at night. What time is it now?
Black
We're a little
black
late,
pants.
but we'll be back.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Just finishing up booking 2 juveniles at our juvenile detention center.
Sorry, go back to the address. Advising that she's going to be violent.
Under Sheriff Martin was able to spot a suspicious Hyundai leaving the area over in Frogtown. Called it out to Deputy Darren McDonald. He was able to pursue the vehicle until the juveniles actually kind of burnt up the engine and kind of came to a stop. So I just finished up booking them, and that was kind of the delay with that. 2 individuals that I've never dealt with before. I don't think they have a very long criminal history, but it was a fresh stolen. The vehicle is not entered as stolen yet. We're working on making contact with the registered owner.
26, you copy the update. We'll give her a call.
Copy, thank you.
But broken glass, passenger side, screwdriver in the driver's side door, screwdriver in one of their pockets. The ignition was damaged, tampered with. And there was something stuck in the ignition. So clearly a stolen. Actually, one of them, I think Darren had said that they actually had glass in their shoe.
201, 7-year-old female, color is white, having pain and lightness.
So we're gonna put an override hold on them so that they sit in at least overnight, so we can make contact with the registered owner and confirm that that's a stolen vehicle and that we actually have a true victim other than just the fleet. One was born in 2010 and one was born in 2009. So pretty young. Which is unfortunate to have kids that young committing crimes, because I'm pretty sure, I didn't hear all of it, but I'm pretty sure the next call that the sheriff had gone to, they're 12 and 13 years old as well.
The TC's don't allow to come. Not seeing anybody fighting.
Appreciate it. Copy, secure building 2, unable to get in.
We're northbound Westminster from Maryland. I haven't really been over on the east side too much today, so I'm going to try to float over here a little bit, see what we can find.
Sorry about the extra noise, guys. That's all from inside the car. Just so you know.
I sent out a couple thank you cards to some backseaters today, so you guys should be receiving those in the next couple days. Butch, John, Greg, are a couple of them, just off the top of my head. John was kind enough to send me a coin from, I'm assuming, his local sheriff's office, or maybe one that he works at, but thank you very much. I appreciate it.
9173.
Yo. Okay, it's working. I just couldn't hear it over the crackling in the car. Oh well.
One of our deputies had taken a call at a bar for a theft. I think it was $40-some, so not an egregious amount by any means, but they had good video surveillance, still shots of the suspect, and I think they posted it online for an ID assist from any civilians or community members that may know him, and they actually were able to identify him through that. So that deputy is going to send him a citation in the mail for theft. So I think he actually took a couple dollars out of a tip jar as well at a different place.
So this call can slow down, we'll cancel.
There are resources on trying to get these suspects identified, because I know if I had some money stolen from me, I would want those people held accountable, or that person held accountable. It's the Golden Star Apartments, as you guys are pretty familiar with. They actually had a shooting here a couple days ago, probably 4 or 5 by now. Don't have information, but there were a couple vehicles that were hit, and then there was a small suspect vehicle description given out. So hopefully Maplewood is working diligently on that. I was hoping that one of the victim vehicles was going to still be parked over there. I saw it the other day. Had a couple windows broken out of it. I was going to show you guys, but
166.
it is no longer there.
166.
New message.
Stay with 175.
New message.
Copy, 56 minutes.
New message. New message.
A lot of times these U-Hauls are not returned rentals. So I typically call on them to make sure that they're supposed to be returned, or that they're not super overdue. Just a lot of times that's not, I mean, it is a motor vehicle theft at some point, but it kind of starts out as a civil issue or breach of trust. But I mean, these places are still businesses that you still need to abide by.
New message.
So I'm gonna get out, check the license plate on this car, and make sure it's not a reported stolen rented U-Haul.
329. 362. 329. Shots fired, color heard 7 to 8 gunshots coming from around Wilson and Forest in the last minute with 300 copies.
New message.
That area has gotten quite a few
Copy.
shots fired complaints in the last couple weeks. A lot of them have been at, I think it's 400 Hazel.
321, we can take that other one on the clean.
Apartment complex over there.
Copy
They all
for
kind of been
1035
around
Avenue,
that.
Single color shots fired.
That's a little bit farther east.
What's 17 clear 5 with 186 and 171.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if they said 7 or 70 the first time, but it was 8 the second time, so probably it was 7, right? With the new
300 copies.
whatchamacallit, with the new little doodads they can put on these pistols, it actually could be 70.
329. 736 Plum Street, hearing the 7 shots eastbound of that address.
New message.
59 minutes.
312 to 321, can you go to 4?
Alright, so most of these are
I'm sure that it
probably
wasn't.
gonna be
It was 7, I'm
related.
sure.
So we got one at 921 Wakefield, and another one at 1035 McLean, and kind of depends on where they say that they hear the shots coming from. They definitely could be related because they're not
39, 36.
super far apart.
36.
This is fire. 2035 South Ave. Unit 2C Charlie is fire for locked themselves out of the apartment and has something looking up.
Copy. Transport.
3449.
Transport adult female to 2158 Clark Street.
A couple days ago, a group of us got to meet a young lady who lives in, I can't remember if it's South St. Paul or West St. Paul, but she goes to school in St. Paul. She's a backseater. She does have a couple disabilities, but she is struggling with the perception that law enforcement doesn't like her, or that she thinks that cops are bad.
Copy, Southbound 52.
With her, she was super bubbly, kind. She made some bracelets for us. But her mom had said that she's struggling with that concept from bad movies, bad TV shows, and bad influences at school. So her birthday is coming up, so it was one of the things that she wanted. She wanted to meet a couple of us. So I hope that that's something that she remembers. Great family, super nice family. I was glad that they were able to make the time to come see us and get everybody together, and just seems like a super.
Just 3.
Gotta be your number, God.
1223. Courtesy ride, adult male to Union Gospel.
We have a tree data.
Copy.
go ahead and run over to the victim's house, but
And I hope someone tells her to figure out what's vibrating. It's probably the camera or clipboard or something.
Contact with the owner of the vehicle, and I'm just going to meet him face to face instead of trying to go over the phone.
So as I was kind of explaining earlier, that vehicle that Darren had chased was an unreported stolen vehicle. The owner hadn't known that their vehicle was stolen yet, so he made contact with them over the phone. He's actually just going to go meet with them, chat with them face to face, kind of talk about what happened, and then also take the full report of the vehicle being stolen so we can appropriately charge the two juveniles. Doesn't sound like they're super habitual offenders. One of them had said he had been arrested before for felony assault. The other one said he had never been arrested before, or maybe that he had never been arrested in a stolen.
Would you be able to take this until the squads that are down at Docks are clear, so I can head to that?
But either way, I pulled their criminal histories, and I'll find out for sure if they've actually been arrested before or not, or if they've been charged with anything. But the kind of upsetting thing is that as soon as I got into the car, although they're easy to deal with, easy to talk to, they kind of thought the whole thing was fun and games and a joke, and asked if I had ever played Grand Theft Auto and asked how many stars that they thought I would have, or they would have gotten for fleeing from the police. If you're not familiar with Grand Theft Auto,
That's funny.
the more crazy
I mean, it's
things
not,
that you
but
do
it is.
to evade the police, or just kind of in general, higher crimes, more frequency of crimes, you get more stars. And then the more stars that you get, basically the more law enforcement tries to apprehend you. They bring out, more cars, they shoot at you, they bring out the helicopter. So that was what he was insinuating, as he was asking, like, how rated him on that.
2 stars.
Which for a 13-year-old is a little frustrating to hear.
He still could have called Trevor or something.
118, interrupt with at least keep the man.
I agree with her though.
White Bear Lake sounds like they're a little bit tied up on calls for service, so they're asking Ramsey County to assist them.
I think most people distinguish between the two. I know I do.
Pending our calls as well, of course.
West 70, do we have an apartment we're going to?
I don't know if you guys could hear that. It said that female's calling in saying that her boyfriend was shot. We're nowhere near that, otherwise we would head over there, but...
Clear air is advised. You can both over the fall as well.
Copy, and it looks like the squads en route. Squads are called 16-year-old juvenile.
And now they're saying the victim is 16-year-old juvenile male.
Donate 2 squads arriving. Copy, the caller should be letting you in.
Copy, it sounds like the cops will be stepping up to let you guys in.
Parking enforcement finally towed that red Pontiac G6 that was sitting out there. Been out there for weeks.
Cardiac arrest. Some medics are going to be coming in there shortly. Yep, I copy. That one on my.
That crackling almost sounds like what happens when I'm playing my game. Not as bad though. So, you know.
We got occupied cops ordered Ross and Frank stop an ID vehicle.
The content is good, so I'm staying. But man, I really feel bad for all the bad audio that I have.
Gonna leave an eastbound Ross coming up to Earl.
It's currently 25 degrees here. Oh shit, here we go. Your discretion advised. She said pursue.
John Boy Victor 976. It's a great Jeep. Turning to go west.
0 or below 0. This time in February. So we're getting closer to normal, but it's been extremely warm.
Check out flight, please.
Yeah, they're dipping pretty hard on her.
Terminating, they're coming up to 7th. May have turned eastbound on 7th.
Copy left, eastbound 7th.
What kind of car?
Confirmed eastbound 7th. It's a gray Jeep SUV, new model-ish Ross. Head back there. Yep, I got him again. Eastbound Ross. Turning to go northbound on Frank.
Eastbound Ross, northbound Frank.
They might have hooked back into that alleyway.
Copy. In the alleyway.
I no longer have a visual on them. I don't know if they went westbound or what. I got it parked here. 1060 something Ross. I'll get you the exact address in a second.
Your incident has been updated.
Copy it. 60 Ross.
Oh damn, she found him.
1077 Ross.
Your incident has been
Correction,
updated.
1077 Ross.
And they're drunk in the driveway or what?
Has been updated.
Alright, well, your discretion advised.
321.
321.
Can you put our call for a second? We'll be at Wood County.
Copy.
Your incident has been updated.
374, they're probably running into 1069 Ross.
Copy, possibly running into 1069 Ross.
Your incident has been updated.
No one's close.
Your incident has been updated.
320, is there any description or how many?
2400. We're out with her.
Copy. Do we have any suspect information?
Best guess is they ran in the house at this point.
Copy.
Squad showed up. Let's just make sure there's a route for this gunshot wound for the ambulance.
Copy, keep room for the ambulance at 132.
It probably wasn't their first time outrunning someone a little bit, and I'm gonna guess that that person probably wasn't drunk, because that was like,
Should have ran downstairs.
it was some pretty nifty driving, I must say, and I'm a driver, Like, my forte is in life is driving, so.
53, you were code 4. Copy, code 4 at 114.
Had they have had a, a garage door with an opener, they probably would have gotten away, I would guess. Not saying, just saying.
102.
Can you please look at ID 959? Is that
321, we're code 4 over here. Everybody else not here can clear.
copy? Any squads not on scene can clear. Can we cancel the 10-3?
If you want to check with Tony, but they should be good.
Your incident has been updated.
2774. 2771.
7-4, we're good.
Copy, canceling 10-3, 115.
Your incident has been updated.
2-6. Bring it to home.
Archer juvenile complaint, 2626th Avenue, in the lower unit. The daughter destroying property and the address. She's gonna be 11 years old. 5'5" average build with unknown clothing. There's another 18-year-old in the house as well. No injuries.
Copy. F182. F182. Can you put me on the medical at the other building? What apartment is it?
Affirmative.
Can I get my scan, please?
Your incident has been updated.
Case number 024285.
Copy.
Your incident has been updated.
You're welcome at 117.
Squad 124.
124.
Are you able to see?
Alright, back to you, Bob. So I'm going to be really surprised if, the guy that was limping or looking maybe like he might have been drunk was the one driving that car. I just don't think so. I'm interested to hear, and they'll recap it. They always do. And it looks like we'll be getting that recap from Bob. Shout out to you, sir. And to Minnesota News Now, and to Capital. Oh wait, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of their channel. Capital Transparency on YouTube. Yeah, I like them too.
So
I don't always agree, but I do like them.
We joined Nicole. They were parked right behind her there. We're just down the alley, and we did go in and check the house. Doesn't look like our suspects actually ran in the house. There was somebody that went in that was out by the fire, but the 4 suspects that fled probably continued on to another location. We have suspects that live on Ross, suspects that live on 7th, Beach. And they're probably watching live on patrol right now saying, oh, we were lucky. We were lucky we got away from that one.
329.
So,
329.
good spot, great spot by Nicole.
321 still into mine.
Obviously, finding a stolen car over there.
Copy.
That makes 3 in the last
I'll put you
hour.
back with her as soon as she gets back in her car.
318, a copy. Take this to Totally Conduct, Maryland Avenue East in lane, please. Caller saw a female yelling at another female in a vehicle. There's an SUV.
Hey, when you're back in your car,
it looks like
let me know,
the
we'll put you back on. I stole it from you for right now.
Tango 119 coming back to a 2015 Dodge Journey, black in color.
Well, I kind of figured it was a bluff, but just in case. These,
I think
we got so many kids living in this area over here.
I think it was stolen from Mystic, so they should have video of him, and that was Howie.
Say it again?
That was the guy, was him, and he said he's got DNA on file too, so, but if it was stolen from Mystic, then it should have good video.
Yeah.
He's got great video.
Good. Well, the kid we talked to, that was good? Okay. All right. Well, progress on all fronts.
Yeah.
Radio us when you're back in the car. When she says, telling people we're going to do a search warrant on your house if you don't. And we could. I mean, there's nothing illegal about doing a search warrant if we got a witness says they ran in there. But were you able to ring that item up?
Yes.
You took care of it?
Yes.
God bless you. Did you buy all those other things I wanted or not? No? I didn't mention it to you? We were grabbing a snack. But we didn't get the snack. We had to bail out. We just got pet snack. Well, you saw a chase generated by Mighty Mike Martin, concluded with Darren, and a chase generated by Nicole. And of course, she terminated it for a while. The thing was driving pretty reckless.
Yeah, that's right. It was 2 chases. The first one I was like struggling to put titles in.
We were
only
right here
lasted
at
a couple
Minnehaha
minutes.
Forest. When she lost it, she thought it went east, but it actually
102.
it did go east.
102.
It went east from Earl, but
Just find available squad, and then just let they know to call me.
This was stolen just 2 hours ago.
from the casino, right?
Yep. Mystic Lake.
Can you please call 102?
Well, you think it was one of those cars on the showroom floor where you win it? You know, like these.
No, they've got somebody's got their own personalized little sticker on there.
I've never seen anybody win one of those cars out there.
Bob's always got
Of course,
jokes.
I'm rarely, if ever, out there, but
Let me see if I.
well, are you going to give me one of those peanut butter things?
I didn't get any.
Oh. Well, I think Mighty Mike might have called it a night, right? Because I didn't see him at that scene.
Is this all you got? Was this pop? Oh, that's yours.
Well, I hit a Diet Dr. Pepper. But this isn't bad. This is my old Mountain Dew that you bought me earlier.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell is that? Let me see that. Let me see it. That's in my car?
Yeah.
Where'd we get that?
I have no idea. Oh my goodness.
That's it. But someone must have gave us this a while ago. Huh. You've been doing a lot of digging in my backseat. All right, well, let's see what we got for radio. We got to turn our radios back to the channels. We've been when we get a good incident, I'm gonna put this on LTAC. You got the.
Yeah, they monitor the whole metro with about half a dozen radios, like 3 to 6, somewhere in there.
Definitely not as good.
At a time.
Good work by Nicole Sparks there. Finding it, pursuing it,
And all of
terminating
these
it when it
places
got a
are
little dangerous.
relatively close to me,
I'm working on
which
that.
makes it
Any
more
inquiry?
interesting to me. In some
That's a
ways.
nice vehicle she recovered
But
for the owner.
people
It's
all
like a
around the
field goal.
world
You
and the
catch bad
country
guys,
watch
it's a
Bob.
touchdown.
Arriving at our
But still,
And
we still like getting the car back.
vehicle parking lot. To do a 5-minute check. 360 Minnesota Frank Henry King 143. Occupied one time later, flattening off road.
Getting busy over Minneapolis, sounds like too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just about the time that most of the shootings happen in downtown Minneapolis anyways, about 1:30.
42. My
And at
AOA
bar
is gonna be
close,
without
which
you.
is typically 2
Just change it to an AOA stall block. We're calling them out there right now.
with a special license.
Definitely starting to get a little busy.
Without alcohol, you can stay open pretty much as you want, I think. But only Deja Vu does that, and they're open till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
We can feel it. We can feel the tension in the air.
Most definitely.
126, but it's just
It'll
starting
happen.
to,
Starting to pop.
starting to cook. It's like when you boil water for spaghetti.
What the hell?
You see the bubbles on the side of the pan.
I still got Bob's audio, but we're looking at
the bottom of the
DOT
Keep a
cam.
watchful with the 5-6. We'll step in figuring out the toll.
That is really weird.
We still gotta find the Rio, right?
Yep. The Rio and the
Yeah, let me investigate
HRV.
this.
Blue.
blue. I might have said the HRV was black earlier. It's actually blue.
No, that's what it's really showing.
They've been on a spree of armed robberies and
I don't know why,
carjackings.
but that's what's going on.
Say the plate again. It's
them.
HYG 888 2022 blue Honda HRV, which is a small SUV.
We're in the parking lot for the apartment.
Somehow we switched to the highway camera.
Yeah, somehow he did.
Yeah, so I'm sending you a picture. So this guy was the one who actually stole it.
That's one of the
there's somebody
weirdest
else
things I've ever
involved. I don't know if
seen.
you guys are interested in him. If you guys had him
On YouTube.
identified, let's see. Yeah, please do. This guy looks super familiar. And you don't have him identified, correct? No, we do not. Okay.
Come to the door, please.
Hang on. Yes, you're right.
God damn it, Bob, we're getting the DL. He's like, oh.
Okay, now you're back with us.
Oh, it's
You
a
don't like
wild
those
one.
highway cameras? That
It's a
was
wild
pretty
one
interesting.
tonight.
You didn't want to sit.
It was. I think it was 35W and something. It said W on it anyway.
Maybe up on there so I don't whack it. Pop.
Well, okay. Oops.
Copy code 4129.
All my phone cases are starting to crack. Been about a year. Surprised, not all of them, but all the cheap ones from Best Buy. You know, as we drive around this town, we could tell you homes of
360, this is Conway.
50 different kids that have been arrested multiple times. And for the most part, right now, most of them are not committing crime. There's still, I would say, still 5 to 10% or.
Okay, I'm going to be out at the LAC writing.
5 or 10% are still very active, but
Copy.
the best part is when we know these kids are, you know, working with some navigators or in JDC or listening to their parents finally. But it's a small group, folks. 50 to 75 kids out of a county of 500,000 plus that cause most of the auto thefts.
That is a manageable number.
Having said that, we've probably arrested hundreds. I'd guess 500 in the last 3 years, and
Easily.
you know, their associates, their girlfriends, etc., that drive with them in the cars that end up getting arrested as well. But and some of them are auto thieves that learn quickly. But so this is kind of a beautiful view up here.
It really is.
So I mean, not that.
And I've never even seen these places here. Are these apartments? Or townhomes? Or?
I mean, the fence kind of ruins it, but eventually
On duty, 6149.
they'll fix that.
6149.
The disturbance at Ramsey on level 3.
Copy. You need another car?
I've never seen these before.
6182, you can see what happened.
Copy.
Interesting design, huh? Right there. I mean, kind of. What would you call those? I don't know. It's like each building is independent. I'm not even. There's not even door handles on them though yet, Pat.
Oh yeah, there is. There's a door handle there. It's one of those lever.
Okay. Huh. It's interesting design.
That's the word I'll stick with, is interesting.
Well, it's got a great view. If you live here, message us. 437, 433.
The Rivoli place.
Yeah, I think it used to have a different name.
Or Rivoli Drive.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it used to be.
I think it was always Rivoli, but Drive is it looks, it's a private now.
10-4-133.
Well, we explored some new territory.
Yes, indeed.
102.
I don't know what Rivoli is. It's got to be an Italian word, and this is an old Italian neighborhood, so that makes
This
a
will be
little bit of
looking
sense.
for either a two-man squad or 2 squads.
See, I remember it as Mount Ida.
That are able to break when possible, and so you can give me a call.
Up on top of the hill here.
283 Metro.
Mount Ida. And
283.
yeah,
this is Railroad Island, right?
Part of it, yeah.
133.
Yeah, where the railroads go, you know, you got the 3 railroads that intersect that make this an island, so to speak. Vic Tedesco grew up in this neighborhood. Longtime city council member, wonderful man. His family moved here and started under very sparse means financially, and like most immigrant communities, they move into Sweet Hollow. They're really out of the hollow and up to the island, the railroad island. And this has been a transitional place for Italians, Polish community. It's and this street here, you can see, is named after Victor.
Yes, indeed.
Tedesco. Vic Tedesco. I was on the city council with him. He was the council president, and had a great friendship with him. Those were the days where politics were a little bit less polarizing than they are today. So, what's going on with Nicole?
Metro 70 cars for a 1050.
Squad 124, code 4, house is clear. 130, I'll be tonight.
She's still there.
Copy, operator.
I hate to ask this, but can we do an inventory of radios?
Just to be sure they are all here. No doubt. Okay, I've got my 2. You have a total of 4.
We don't have to tell the guys what we're searching for, but I only have 3. Let me check back there.
113, can you give
113, got it.
Well, it's got to be here somewhere.
Oh, it's absolutely is.
Well, something.
10-4, start for at least one call.
Just start 2, it's easier to cancel than it is to get another one going. And if somebody's had a response, just start medics as well.
Copy, 137.
Quick radio inventory, folks.
See?
Nope. Hey, do me a favor, will you?
Yep.
Six 996.
138.
Why am I not seeing it?
Okay, well, Bob's not sure what's going on, but we are muted, so that usually means there's some 00 info going on. I did hear him say something about a vehicle exiting somewhere off of 94 too, so. Oh, back to deputy.
Back, guys. Just finishing up the tow here. Mystic has fantastic cameras. So I reached out to them directly while we were sitting there, asked if they had anything for the suspect info. They sent me a picture. It matches what we have and what we spoke to. So we're able to pass that on to them. So hopefully he will get charged with the motor vehicle theft. Hopefully he'll get charged with the motor vehicle theft down there. I don't see why he wouldn't. As for the flee and the possession of stolen vehicle here, it may not get charged just because I didn't get a super great look at him when I passed him the first time. So that's kind of the issue with it there. So that part's a little bit unfortunate, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. He'll at least be able to, he will at least be charged with the motor vehicle theft in Prior Lake. And on to the next one. Yeah, go ahead.
Nice job. She's always finding stuff. She's like a bloodhound for like stolen vehicles.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm on call this weekend. Yeah, thanks for asking.
She even found one with a VIN switch on it, if I remember right.
So, moral of the story is don't commit crimes at Mystic Lake. But it's good to be able to have good networking with some of the other agencies. To be able to call down there, have them send up a picture, and have that information going. For us to go into a house, talk to people. For some reason, my license plate readers did not pick up on that car. I don't know why. They didn't pick up on the alert or anything with the license plate. And when I ran the plate, the cops alert, because in the cops alert it said that it was stolen with keys, which would make me think the next alert that would come up would be a stolen vehicle. But just kind of weird that the license plate readers didn't pick up on that at all. I don't know why, because they pick up on pretty much everything.
169. 171.
Yeah, most insurance companies will not cover damage from a stolen vehicle. So hopefully it's not damage.
Any other West Quads?
So 2 stolens in probably 2 hours, not even. So that's pretty good. And we took DNA from the vehicle. I asked to take it from the guy who I believe the suspect is. He said no, but then I asked if he has DNA on file from previous convictions or just different submissions. And he said he does. So when we submit the DNA that we took from the vehicle, I will just put a note in there to compare it to that guy. And then we should get it back pretty easily. Or, I'm sorry, pretty quick. BCA is pretty bogged down right now with different submissions, firearms, casings, DNA, that type of stuff, narcotics. I know they hired a bunch of different technicians, but even with hiring them, there's still a period in time where things are still lagging because you've got to train all those new people, and then you're always going to have turnover no matter what job it is. So, you know, even if you hired 50 new people, you're not going to get 50 people out of that hiring class. It's just the same as every other job. So hopefully we get some good candidates to go to the BCA for their training. Hopefully they stay, and hopefully they keep cranking out these tests for us. Really makes our cases pretty airtight when it comes to defense attorneys being able to poke holes in them, and people being able to have defenses when we know that we've caught them red-handed.
So maybe I was mistaken and it's only 2 stolens, but I swear it was 3, and like I'd only been watching for about an hour, and 2 of them resulted in short chases. But like I might be wrong. Maybe I counted one twice or something.
So we're northbound Arcade right now, coming up to Parkway.
It's 21, it's 23. It's 181. Burglary in progress, 1216 Rebel Street West. Male trying to break in, kicking in the front door. Yeah, what's that, Jeffy? 140.
Well, I wish we were a little bit closer to that.
53, whatever you send me that as well.
We're not ungodly far, but we'll head to that just in case there's another vehicle that he takes out, or call evolves into something different. We'll just float that way.
First squad's in bullet color. You turn here with the back toward the address.
We're just gonna go, just because it's not our call, it's not our area. We're just gonna respond at kind of a, I like to call like a code 2 response. We're you're going above the speed limit. So your lights are on. You're just kind of moving traffic over, just going a little bit above the speed limit. You're not, you know, trying to kill it getting there, but you're just getting there just a little bit quicker than what regular speeds would be. And actually I think we're gonna cancel it because now the person's actually just knocking at the door, kind of less than a burglary there. So we're just gonna let Roseville handle their call, and we're gonna go back to looking for Stallings.
Could you change it to a DKD clear report and add me to the left end?
Well, I think we were at these apartments earlier. I feel like
44. 50. Said you want to go southern area. Got it. Well, I was going to wait in the bedroom, which is the northwest side of the house.
So now Maplewood has a weapons call, 2400 block of Larpenter. Ex-boyfriend walked up to the comp's vehicle, pulled out a gun, told the comp that he was going to shoot her. Only a 3-minute time delay. Gave the description and the male's name. Said that she took off Unknown if he's still there, said that he texted the female claiming that he had left. So, female's going to head back on scene. They're going to check the area for that guy.
Address. 2 minutes. Been idling. Juliet Bravo Victor 976.
Alright.
Copy of this tracker.
Affirm.
Head down to that Greenbrier call too. So we're gonna go down to
I'm gonna head over there.
this Greenbrier call. Stolen vehicle from Sirius is tracking to the area. It's been idle for a couple minutes.
Copy. 10-1 for Spuzzing.
That's the car that I just recovered.
Supposed to say, wasn't that recovered at 1077 Ross?
Yes. Well, it's pretty delayed. So here's a good lesson learned. So this call is coming in now at 1:50, saying that the last ping being idle for 2 minutes.
Squad 124. You copy line both.
At 1:50, so 1:47. I pulled my call
Boss, I got my camera powered up.
at 1:10. So that's talking at least.
Alright, I can't check it, but we'll try it a little bit.
We're talking at
ready to go
least
with this
45
camera.
minutes of a delay there.
Sometimes they have as many as 4 I've seen so far. Then they can switch to individuals.
Katie, can you look
Pretty
over
awesome.
at that board on that wall behind you and tell me where the 2 attempted carjackings involving that HRV were?
So to think of
Western
how much you pay for
yesterday morning?
GPS tracking.
Near 1724 Selby, and the second one was Fairview and Uni.
You're paying that much to have 50-minute delayed tracking. Now,
Thank you.
to play devil's advocate, I guess is better than nothing, but
Sure.
Copy, 1 in custody.
But just out of curiosity, I'm just going to float past this Greenbrier address. It doesn't stick out to me as anything in particular. And I don't know if it picked up off of 7th, because it is pretty much the intersection right at Greenbrier and 7th. But I'd be curious if maybe there's another stolen over there. Maybe that is an address that we need to pay attention to in the future. So we're just going to float past there and see. But like I said, it is the intersection of 7th and Greenbrier, so there's a possibility maybe it was just stopped at the light or pulled over for a second just near the address. Rattling, I don't know exactly what it is. It could be a million different things. It could be, I mean, it's plastic on plastic, plastic on metal, so there's a million things that rattle. Everything in the back. I have my 40 millimeter up in the front. That is a little bit small for the mount that it's in, so that rattles by itself. The cage rattles. There's a million things in here, so there's a bunch of things that rattle. Definitely not my teeth
on
chatter.
standby.
Oh, that is pretty funny.
Non-lethals, I'm sure.
Venice Heights, or I'm sorry, Little Canada had a report of shots fired a couple nights ago, right around 12:30 in the morning. 400 block of Labor. There's a group of apartment complexes over there. A couple callers said that they heard maybe someone yelling, and they heard 5 to 10.
300 to copy. Assist Central at 345 Wabasha Street.
Either
Great Duck Tavern.
Shots or fireworks.
Shots, 30 seconds to go, right outside to the east with another caller pulling in.
There's another shots fired.
312
Honestly, like I was saying before, it sounds like a bad connection almost. Like what happens when I'm beaming.
Deputies searched the area. They weren't able to find anything. We went
But it
back
is
the next day. A citizen had called in saying that they located a group of casings on the walking path, Pioneer Park. So we went there. We collected those. I think there were 6 or 7 of them, all from the same gun, kind of in one group. So we collected those, we sent them in, but we had talked to a couple of the complainants. They said that one of them saw one person running south in the parking lot, gave a good area, and then the other complainant that we talked to saw 2 of them.
Yes, sir. That's a pump.
Running southbound through the parking lot in between 2 other buildings. So I don't know if they were arguing, if they were shooting at the one person, or what the deal was. But if anyone lives over there or anyone's heard of anything, please reach out. We're working on
shooting on Wabasha.
A couple different leads.
Might be legit. 345 Grey Duck 4th and Wabasha. Turn around.
But it's always great to have help from community members, citizens, witnesses. We're also going to head down to that shooting, or the complaint of shots fired, not a shooting.
More shots just fired west of the first set on 4th Street.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm going to take it if you're not downtown.
7th and Kitson. It's yours if you want it.
Huh. Not sure what we got going on in here. Grey Duck. What's he got? Looked like he had a 40.
Alright, we're downtown, folks. We got a shooting here at the Grey Duck.
617, let's get what squads? Set up.
I do not. There's 3 squads in there. I'm going to watch the outside here. There's another exit.
Send in new available East squads.
People bucking around down there by the
Copy, all available
cars.
East squads to the Grey Duck.
Okay, break up.
Yeah. Where's the shooter?
312. 312.
So we've got no active gunfire right now. One of the security guards is saying the suspects are still inside. Should be 3 suspects. First suspect's gonna be black male, short dreads, wearing a green shirt.
Dude, what an active, crazy night so far.
Copy, no active gunfire.
Typically one of the coldest months of the year, though, so,
No description of the other 2.
tonight particularly
We have multiple
isn't.
casings inside the doorway here. If we can get a couple more squads to help try to clear the main floor here.
All additional squads that are available in east to the Grey Duck. 47, somebody on the malt. Copy.
play in viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion down here, folks. Hey, Nick, they don't need you in there.
You advise that stuff.
No, they don't need you. You got plenty in there. Huh? I have no tissue.
Helmet before the line of second caller states the officers were just out, so that came back like
So we don't have a victim yet. Apparently there was some shooting inside. One witness says outside. So this guy I was talking to here next to the car said he might have a video of it.
617, are you disregarded?
Any incoming officers, if they can start to grab onto witnesses and try to get some more info. Right now we're inside just holding the crime scene and clearing the main level.
I don't know.
Copy. Any squads arriving on scene, try to grab witnesses. 312's inside, trying to hold the scene and collect.
Judging by the way that officer is running in there, they might actually still really be in there, I guess.
No, stay on that side. Stay, yeah, we got a shooting over here.
I know, I was just there.
Yeah, did you see anything?
On 312 call, do they have what they need to establish a foothold and locate victims?
You're in the open part of the floor right now. We have no victim. The only evidence is at the main door. We have that hold right now.
Squad on board going westbound, get the temp tag on that gray Jeep.
312.
One of them was out of there digging
We're gonna have
inside it.
multiple casings in the roadway as well on Wabasha. Sounds like came inside Gray Duck, started firing at a possibly 2002 dark blue or black Jeep Cherokee that fled northbound, and then the three suspects that were firing from inside the Gray Duck went back inside, and it's unknown if they exited out of another door or if they went further out of the restaurant here.
Integrated for you. Copy. There are multiple casings on the road on Wabasha.
What
Security was breaking up a fight.
Yeah,
Subject started shooting on a 2002 dark blue or black Jeep Cherokee, last seen northbound. Three suspects firing from inside, went back inside, unknown if they exited.
You can put me on traffic. Bridge over 694, Silver Lake Road. Nora, Edward Sam, 044.
So it's unclear if anybody got shot. You'll see the officers.
755. Here, temp tag 02631124.
Hold on, security. No first floors and check. The only cases we've located in the door.
These were some of the combatants.
Copy. Okay.
It'll be tagged.
Victims on the first floor.
Do you need me to break or something?
Yeah,
We
Pat's
have an
got one
AMA,
of them.
950 Jefferson Commons Circle.
That was Pat on the radio talking about
suicide.
Just have them staged in case we have any victims right now.
Victims in case we have any.
I mean, technically it is unseasonably warm still at 25 degrees in February. It's a balmy February day in
We're clearing
Minnesota.
the call completely with report.
It's going to be clear report, but leave all the other squads on it, please.
Copy.
It's 755, are you out with that vehicle?
No, I'm not. It is south of Wabasha.
Copy, vehicle southbound on Wabasha.
So over to the right, the officers are finding a bunch of casings. The taking pictures of them.
All squads on the shots fired at the Great Duck.
Anybody on the shots fired incident at the Great Duck, please take channel 3.
You see him over there in the street recovering the casings. Sounds like there was a shootout in the street. Car and 3 guys inside. There's going to be video, obviously, at some point. And then 3 guys right inside. Out there that's giving the best explanation. So we don't know that anybody's been shot. Looks like they're going to establish a crime scene here.
Information to squads on shots fired per 2755 vehicle, Minnesota license, temporary tag 026311124 involved. Met in an argument west and southbound. 28. Copy, loop 13 back.
Great out there. The building there is a multiple use building. Actually, John Choi's office. I don't know if it's still in there. The county attorney's office was in there in that building. But there are several residents there. The county attorney's moving over to the old, by the Eco Lab. Down the street here, block to the right.
113 to 124, do you have 40? Negative, I got the number.
Nicole is debriefing the witness that
issues tonight. Usually it's the sketchy cell coverage areas.
Female combatant.
There we go.
I'll be stopping Hotel Frank 579 at
Must be
Portland
windy.
Market.
I mean, it's a little
Parties
breezy,
are
but
combatants from the Great Duck.
that was like going down the road breezy.
Okay.
I'm going to check the cell phone while we're for that Jeep at the county squad cell.
So we're going to pull out of here. You've seen the crime scene. It doesn't sound like they found a victim inside. We'll see if Nicole is
Amen to that so far.
able to talk. Down the street here a little bit.
617.
The witness claimed he was on the phone. He might have some video.
Walk 11 floors just to make sure no one is hurt. We are
2755 on code 4 and there's a
Thank you.
Copy, code 4 and they don't want to do anything.
617. As of now, no victims. Be walking all 11 floors out of level 4.
80 minutes.
Still holding 10-3.
Did he see anything?
Yeah, he's sending me the video.
Oh, did you look at it? It's decent? What do we got on it?
Group fighting, they're in the street, a bunch of shots fired. He runs inside, it sounds like then they come inside and shoot a bunch of shots. I didn't see the second video yet.
Okay, that's good though.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Are you going to let St. Paul know once you get it? All right, thanks a lot. Thank you.
I mean, imagine you're just the average Joe in that bar.
There you have
Never
it.
been there before or
Nicole's
anything.
getting some good video from the party that was standing on the corner when we pulled up. Great to have somebody that wants to be helpful. Just never know how that's all going to work out. So, nothing like video of an incident.
113, who's the caller on this?
Stand by, I'll check.
So it sounds like that red Jeep probably returned here. You know, people argue.
113, can we clarify if she's in there alone or if there's other people in there?
Happy.
So that red Jeep Pat thought was maybe involved went over this bridge. This is the Wabasha Street Bridge.
312, go ahead. 113, it looks like a friend of a patient called it in. So
one of the shooters inside of the building was described as a 6'6'3" black male wearing a black hoodie with yellow, a black hat with yellow markings on it.
I don't believe anyone's on the line with the launch.
Second suspect inside of the gray duck. About, was described about 5'7", 5'8", short dress. Had a black puffy jacket on.
Little people yelling in the background.
And last suspect that was seen outside shooting, wearing a green jogging suit, a white shirt, and a green hat.
24/7.
Can you cross-reference this to the other traffic stop that 420 was on?
The suspect seen inside. Subject 1, black male, 6 foot, 6'3", wearing a black hoodie with yellow on it, black hat with yellow markings. Subject 2, black male, 5'7", 5'8", short dreads, black puff jacket. Subject 3 is a black male, green jog suit, white shirt, green hat.
10-4, 213.
In case you didn't notice, Pat and I added an extra car here.
Suspect vehicle that the subject green was wearing. He got into about a 2022 Jeep Cherokee, black or dark blue. Had a female.
Black or dark blue?
Copy. The suspect that was seen outside shooting got into a dark blue or black Jeep Cherokee with a female driver wearing a white jog suit.
Okay then. I don't know where the activity was. There must have been some type of party down there that there's a lot of people there. A lot of people. So black or dark blue Jeep Cherokee. There's the St. Paul squad there looking for the red one. Pat said flushed over here. You might want to ask, how did he know they were combatants? Well, the thing is, when they're yelling and screaming about other people, other cars, you can tell they were in the mix some way.
Our comms can't be reached. Can you start fire for open the door? This is a secured building.
Copy.
But we might head up to Bourne's because, of course, anytime these things happen, people go to a different location.
210, 8th floor is clear. Moving up 10th floor. I don't know who was ever with security. See if they can check cameras. We got cameras on every floor here.
Security can have them check the cameras on 10th floor.
451 Metro 10-6 Lakeview. Not just the 10th, all floors. See if they can find these suspects.
Copy. To have security check all floors.
So they're doing the right thing, methodically going through the building, all 11 floors, 10, 11 floors, see if anybody got shot. Doesn't look like anybody got hit at this point.
113 cop should be there any minute.
It's a miracle. Of course, sometimes people show up at the hospital.
Copy. One, 2, 4. We're able to make entry into the building now.
Copy, making entry into 16.
And the question is, next shot off. That's what I say. I don't know what time Billy's closes. A lot of times people run back to Minneapolis. The clubs are open a little later. More clubs are open later over there. Unfortunately, people they don't go home right away. There's a lot of reasons, but they don't. Truthfully, they'd be less likely to get caught, but go back into St. Paul, see if any cars are circulating, run up to Rice Street in Lawrence. So it sounds like car outside shooting, 3 guys on foot shooting, and then some shooting continued inside. I'm not sure how much.
Seven cars clear with the 9-4.
Then the 3 suspects that were inside, as you heard their
10th floor clear.
description.
10-9.
Probably jumped in cars and took off. Keep in mind, we were at University in Robert when the call came out, so took us a while.
Metro. Was trying to stop a vehicle, George Tom 747, southbound 494, last seen at Lake. They're not pursuing anymore. It's got a broken passenger side taillight in case anyone sees it, comes across it.
10-4, 218.
So that was Woodbury getting on the air talking about Oakdale trying to stop a car that fled from him.
210, info for the other group clearing floors. We are on the 11th floor. Copy.
Say 20, you want transporting?
Take information for West Squad. Domestic in progress attending 777.
One adult male to LEC starting around 71.
11. Female calling with the male calling in the background.
Happy
Not
LEC,
letting her
219.
go. TC's not getting any response. 7125, investigate.
7125.
Metro.
It looks like 2377.
Doesn't look like that plate matches. I could have gotten it wrong from the
Not sure
LPL
what
officer, but they're saying they're going to call a shot flare. Comes back to a pickup truck, but I think it was a sedan.
Yeah, but 2377 County Road 8.
Copy, yes.
Possible
219.
shot. 7127. Can you start that way?
Yep, I guess
123.
The female here. Sorry about that. Threats are only made to herself. Never seen hold a knife. We're just going to go up and make contact in 14th
Just for info from Ramsey, there's a motor vehicle that's going to be on the 4th floor. 2288 County Road I. Causes a male just stole his tow truck.
Oh,
Copy, female.
Right now, it's a 20-minute delay.
What the hell,
they
dude?
stole the tow truck up in Mounds View.
This is like the most active. This is more active than
Hopefully
the
we'll get more
summertime right
information
now.
on that, but-
Half the damn time. I mean, I might be exaggerating a tiny bit on that, but not much.
Guy got his tow truck stolen. I wouldn't think they would go far with that, but those are difficult to chase. Tough pit maneuvers are tough on those.
25 will wait for a second before investigating. It looks like I saw a gunshot go off, and then a bunch of males ran into the house.
124. Code 4 for medics.
Happy code 4 for medics at 221.
Like, this is already getting late for Bob, by the way, too, so I hope he stays on while it's still busy. Because a lot of times he'll end it right around,
Heavy 221.
between now and 3 a.m.
Medics can clear. No victims found.
Even earlier sometimes.
Canceling medics
when
at
it's quiet.
221.
No victims found. All those shots fired.
11th floor clear. All floors are clear right now.
11th floor clear. All floors are clear. 221.
Just a profile.
At 221.
The squad's clearing the floors. Start sending people up to their apartments.
Copy, squads can start clearing people to their apartments.
Point 6, I was asking squads that are clearing the floors. Are we good to start sending these people up?
We do have a shot.
Yeah, they had a shotgun shell on the ground.
Well, keep in mind now we're looking for either
7125.
a dark blue Jeep
a couple cars
or a reddish Jeep.
2500. I have new brain.
One of the suspects got into a dark blue Jeep. Pat also saw a red Jeep that was related. It's a temporary plate on it. The problem with these cases is because no one was hit,
10-4 to
the
23.
witnesses may not want to cooperate. If someone was killed, they'd want to help us, but as long as no one was hit, then they generally don't like to tell us officially.
102.
Maybe, looks like all our squads are tied up as possibly maybe in another district. I know they're tied up too. I don't know if they have anyone free.
Unfortunately.
Okay, I'll be working on it here to get someone that way.
Copy. 224.
300. Any of the squads on Wabasha, as soon as they clear whatever job they're doing, they can get out of there, start picking up some of the central pending, please.
Received. Any squads, as soon as you clear, you can pick up Central.
If it hasn't been cleared yet, the gray dock, we could clear the air for that.
Thank you. Cancel the 10-3 at 224. 102. Jan is looking for you.
10-4 224.
And 224.
A lot of radio traffic. I'm just kind of letting you guys absorb it. We head north on Rice Street.
I'll be 10-8. You can send me a 10-8.
Copy, let's squad to back. 200 Arch Street for a domestic. The child's silent, and now the caller is threatening to pull the fire alarm to get response from the fact possibly the male is having a schizophrenic episode.
So obviously, when everybody's tied up with that potential mass shooting, which fortunately was mass shooting but not mass injury, a lot of other calls get delayed, and that caller on that domestic is frustrated, threatening to pull the fire alarm to get some help. Interesting concept.
224, you can break the other 217.
224. 224.
Unclear the gray duck. We got anything else going on?
No, but they're very short on cars, so just be flexible in case they need some. Hey, Odie, run up to Billy's Way and see if they're still open there. I don't know what time they close now.
Hello.
Sometimes these arguments move to the next bar that's open.
I am on the way there myself to Billy's.
It's like, I mean, a couple people out front, but only a couple cars. Hey, Pat, you want to cue us in on what led you to believe the red Jeep was involved?
It was a silver Jeep, and it had 4 or 5 females in it. Another gal had been assaulted in a fight. They didn't want to say anything.
Okay. So which car did you stop? The silver one or the Caddy?
Stopped the silver one first, and when I came back by, the Caddy was pulling off, so I stopped it.
But how about the one you said was south on Wabasha?
That was the Jeep, the silver Jeep.
321, can I get my case number?
Your case number 024303 024303.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh this real quick just to be sure we got the best that we can get.
Ordered it on his phone and he's gonna give it to St. Paul and then later show it to us.
Okay, I'm still working on using it.
I'm not a tech genius by any means, but can you airdrop that from his phone to yours? If the volume is too high to email?
He does not have an iPhone, so no airdrop. We're working on trying to Bluetooth them over now.
Oh, that sounds complicated. Does he have email on that thing?
Let's do it.
That's going to be your next try.
I'm going to be trying to catch up to Echo Papa 312 is in the area where that Jeep registers to. It just took off when it saw me. It's going to be westbound Arlington from Jackson. Just crossing the railroad tracks.
I'll be trying to catch up to Echo Papa 312 in the area where the Jeep registers to westbound Arlington from Jackson.
Okay, we'll be in route to it.
Copy.
Do we have any squads that can start for 621 at Arlington and Jackson?
26.
We're at right signaling to go southbound now.
Okay.
You're right, signaling southbound.
I was thinking they would still go west, but
61, I know if it's related, it just took off at a high rate of speed.
725, go ahead.
I heard it running stop signs in the red light when it's on me. Southbound right.
you can hear the
Passing
king.
cottage, I'll wait till I get on a squad with me.
You can hear the
Heavy passing
king.
cottage, southbound right, 231.
She was sitting on a house that might have tied into the shooting. His car left at a high rate of speed, so she's
61, it resumed normal speed. Going so pump still passing Hyacinth. And I have not lit it up yet.
Hyacinth have not lit it up yet.
I'm going to head towards her.
186-617.
621, we're at Union Rice.
Yeah, they were stuck at Maryland right now.
For Rice and Winnipeg.
Up in Maryland.
so we're ahead of Arlington.
That on that. They're like, fuck.
Gonna go up Rice.
Vehicle currently stopped at Maryland.
It's at the stop sign. I don't think.
Continuing southbound on Rice.
I don't think
Passing.
she's
Again, driving normal speed now.
gonna go right where
Heavy
we
passing,
were.
southbound right, passing Uranium, still normal speed, 232.
This car is coming by. A lot.
Alright, take them with her.
Heavy.
Okay, we'll be with them shortly.
Copy.
61 will be trying to stop it at Lossman Rice.
Something to stop at Lawson Right.
So just a couple blocks north of Front Street. Oh. He's gonna drop stop sticks in case of.
Okay, we'll need GPS.
I think it stopped. Don't know for sure. Good idea to get ready with all that squad, ready with stop sticks. case it didn't stop. Alright. Now that is... They got the car stopped up here, but I want to see this one.
210, squad's control.
Copy. Squad's control.
Phillies is all closed up.
Copy that.
61 on the ready for what?
Yeah, no, let it go for it.
So Highlander there. Not a Jeep. Yeah, there's a little extra back up there coming from downtown.
300, copy, took 106 Acre Street on a suspicious complaint. Caller here, female screaming coming from the east and vehicles going up and down the street. Heard shots fired 45 minutes ago. Heard 5 shots at a time. Requesting an area check. They saw 3 vehicles. 3 white vehicles and 2 dark vehicles racing around. Is there a squad to assist? 300.
321.
Show you now.
So it looks like they're sending that car on its way. Everybody's running over to the other call now.
210. You can send it. You can cancel the last two. We'll take care of it.
Copy.
300, 321.
300.
Squads can clear. Jen's taking care of it.
300, copy, clear.
Just looking at the calls just while we're here, and obviously there's a lot of calls tied up just south of us down where that squad was setting sticks. Person called could hear females screaming outside. Vehicles going up and down the street. Heard shots fired, but that was 45 minutes ago.
That's right, go again with your unit number.
That's down the block here at Rice and Acker.
Thank you.
Or where was that? Yeah.
123.
Rice.
328, 322.
That's actually 100 East Acker, so that's east of...
Half hour old.
You can head to 1533 Woodbridge Street on a 911 hang-up.
Comp is not able to get
10.9 meters.
They can see a fire ticket started.
32, copy.
Just taking a look at the calls in pending here, folks. And there are a few of them. Narcotics complaint, noise complaint, motor vehicle theft in Mounds View. That's where the guy's tow truck was taken.
321.
321.
That
You can
hasn't been
You can take one of your central pending.
Copy.
Copy, 10-4 Street on a narcotics complaint. 237.
Disorderly conduct downtown. Calls that haven't been handled yet. But doesn't look like any calls too serious. That aren't getting handled. That's the good news. New Brighton's got an interesting issue up there in New Brighton if you live up that way. Gun job. Mounds View found a shotgun shell on the ground up there while they responded to the call.
2755.
Code 4.
2755.
Out with a female on finally intoxicated, barefoot.
We got with a female north of Acre, extremely intoxicated and barefoot.
So Pat's over there on that Acre call where there was some screaming, and
210. We're in the area with as well.
sounds like the female is extremely intoxicated.
Copy to 2082 Eaglehurst Avenue. We're suspicious. I'll post the video in the intel thread. They're going to come through in a text with Pat. I'll head to you. That time he's going to probably put the suspect pretty far out.
All right. Did you find the right St. Paul guy to talk to?
239. I'm going to call Dub in a little bit here and let him know. I threw a couple CAD comments in their call with all of his info, letting them know that they do have video, but I'm going to give 312 a call directly and let them know for sure.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, just to make sure we keep them in the loop on the front end.
My driver was released to medical care.
They might want to use that for
3568 Adam and a blood pressure
pickup or something.
240.
Thanks for spending time with that guy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. We got some serious mental health issues.
Oh, no doubt. But
The female party didn't want any services. She ran off. Male is with her. Keep an eye on her. So you can clear this sit with the county.
Received. 41. Copy. 329. 329. Head to 898 First Street, upper unit for an accident hit and run. Caller's vehicle was parked and hit by a vehicle. 329, copy.
898 First Street, hit and run.
So they're most likely drunk, would be my first guess anyway.
This car just pulled out of this building where we have several known auto thieves living. Seems to be driving in a respectful way, or did I speak too soon?
210. We'll take another.
EYR 341.
210, I've got 95 7th Street East on a disorderly. Male refusing to leave the property, black male 20 years old, wearing a brown jacket, black pants with white sneakers.
Copy.
Clear back on the streets. Anywhere you want me to go?
No, I mean, feel free to pick up a pending something, anything you want.
Can I get a partner of Regions? Subject's been cleared and is ready to go to Ramsey, and I have coming.
89 and out, 243.
Must have came back clear and heading towards its own address or something, maybe.
What's up for Metro?
472.
I'll take a custody till no valid driver, no insurance, no registration.
Hey, Odie, you want to call the comp on that tow truck that was stolen? It looks like it's still impending. And see if they have tracking. Usually those tow trucks have tracking.
I'm westbound 36. We'll take another one.
Some bright headlights out there nowadays. Holy moly.
322-318 if you want to head to 496 Front Avenue, apartment 9 for a noise complaint.
What's copy?
Some bright lights. Cadillac Escalade. Some bright lights.
Hey, Drake, can't up 318.
I copy. 318 still on Jesse call.
Since you want to report.
Copy 245.
Three, two, one.
What?
1235 Arkwright Street for a 911 hang up. 21 meters.
321, can you just send us a DLC? We're down the block and then we'll head over to Harcourt.
Absolutely, to 74th Street West in the tunnel. 2 white males, 30s in the tunnel, not allowed to be there.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll over the DLC on
Squad 617. I'll take Arkwright. I'll let you know. 86 squad.
Jane out, 246.
750 Raymond Avenue on a DLC. There was a male on the premise that was going through mailboxes. He's no longer on scene, but security is still requesting for an officer to come out.
Yeah, I'll head over there with you.
246.
It's my old church.
I mean, he mentioned pending calls and stuff, but look how quickly it
So
went.
Pat
from
and Nicole are going to head over
chaos
to
to
call in
quiet.
Oxford there, where there's some people, Reformation Lutheran, they're inside the church. Looks like they're smoking. I'm not sure what they're smoking, but they're
312.
refusing to leave. So Pat and Nicole are going to take that call since they're short on bodies.
Squad 312 with 300 copy.
I mean, I guess it's not technically quiet, but I'm just saying, like, it was very.
We have a new caller calling from Riverside Hospital with a victim report. Victim with a gunshot wound.
There we go.
Reporting it is from 345.
Tracking.
Copy. We'll be en route.
That could be the boyfriend from the other call,
Yeah,
or the
it looks
female
like
call
the
and said her
call
boyfriend got
disappeared.
shot.
I got a feeling maybe they left. Sorry, I copy.
I'll shoot this guy's message. 248. Make sure it wasn't a mistake.
Or the bar shooting.
210, we copy update. You can sense that 345 WAB disturbance. We'll just give him a call.
Copy 248.
Need anything else on the map? We're trying to make contact with her.
Officers are not needed.
Copy.
Bravo 156 EOT.
Copy. Have a great night. 249.
One 175 or EOT.
Have a great night. 249.
123, we're code 4.
Copy code 4, 249.
Metro out at Regions 250.
Four. 250.
Squad 124, case number, please.
Case number 024.
Sorry, video is an impulse and passed off his vehicle.
311.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome. 251.
Thank you. And then Matt Larson, if you're listening, you can follow up on that in the morning with apprehension. See if that's the guy they're looking for.
Your case number is 024312. 024312.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome. 251.
So we
Bob's
are
gonna
downtown
wrap it
St.
up.
Paul again.
You can tell.
All quiet. Just looked at a video there of the incident. Looks like it actually started a little further south in front of the restaurant there, bar. I don't know what that one's called. Momento? We're gonna go drive by. You can see people running from a little north of where the car was.
617.
The video also, citizens video also captured the car.
Yeah, voicemail and callbacks, and I'm not seeing
Now you
anyone in
probably
distress.
heard there is one
Be cleared as
victim
I'm on it.
over at Riverside Hospital. Isn't unusual. I'm assuming we're talking. There is another. I'm assuming we're talking Riverside over there, Minneapolis, Fairview, Riverside.
Squad 217 or 224.
Get to a hospital they're familiar with.
217.
Just advising your caller's calling back. He's just rambling about someone being at her door.
Copy. We're inside speaking with her.
Okay. Copy 253.
Report 118 today.
Copy.
Go for both.
100 Oxford Street North on a DOC. Two individuals smoking in the bathroom, refusing to leave. First individual.
So you saw we were right here earlier. You saw the casings being recovered. Gray duck on the left there. Victory Ramp.
Head west for 1835 University Avenue West, Tomorrow Apartment Alpha 511 on a 911 hang-up. Female gave the location. Sounded like arguing and then hang up. Possibly 8511 or A Alpha 511.
So Pimento, this little restaurant here, looked like some of the parties that come out of Pimento were standing in front of there. Can't really tell. It's tough, but they'll get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Your case number is 024-315. 024-315.
Officers.
Give it a sec.
Yeah, he probably should have just stopped for that stop sign.
Squad 124.
It was very close.
Whoa.
124.
Clear my
I'm
current
just
report
gonna
with
ask
one.
it.
Which actually costs less than stopping and then going, by the way.
HBR 865.
210.
You can stay clear.
How are you tonight?
Good, sir.
Good. Are you doing Uber or
Copy.
DoorDash?
Uber Eats.
Huh?
Give it a sec.
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
You just gotta pay a little more close attention to those red lights,
Yeah.
the stop signs.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
318.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Thank you.
Your report.
256. I'm going to trust that any cars or cars in the area. Information on a driving.
was very lucky right there.
35E from County Road H2.
There's
Vehicle
like
was
zero
described as a
cops
red
that wouldn't
Camaro
write a
with a
ticket for
28
that.
of Adam Zebra Victor 473. Comes back to a 2014 Chevy
But it's
Camaro
no
out of
rest
Forest
day,
Lake.
if
Vehicle
possible.
was zigzagging in between the lanes
Today
and
for
crossing more
Bob,
center
I
lines.
think I
Information
mentioned
at
something about
256.
that, and then Bob doesn't like paperwork.
256, my goodness. We're gonna have to go home pretty quick.
He doesn't have to.
Everybody's working
That's
late
my
tonight.
opinion.
Wait another 15 minutes, see what happens, huh?
That's the spirit, Bob.
Ramsey.
What's 17 case number?
Case number is 024306.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome at 257.
Yes, sir.
You guys over on the Oxford call, or did you clear that?
They canceled it. They left.
Okay. I'm going to send it to you for 10 minutes. You can give some parting thoughts.
All right, I'll sign off at about 3:10.
Passing the buck.
All right. Listen.
All right, you.
Yeah,
You
no.
want me to sign off when I get it?
No. Sign off about 3:10. Give it 10 more minutes. See what happens. It's,
All right.
Hey,
more
you're
chases
shorting us
between
like
2:30 and 3
minutes,
than
Bob.
any other time. So
Yeah.
through that, and I'll send it to you in a minute.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Bye. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Backseaters. I'm going to send you over to Pat and let him have the final say, which was only right, to let Pat have the final say.
312 to 210. Can you go to 4?
And something happens, we'll stay out in the next 10 or 15 minutes, but if not, and actually, I'm not even sure Pat's camera's working properly. So let's just figure that out first. Thank you so much for your support and friendship. We'll see if Pat...
Over to you, Pat.
Well, welcome back to me, folks. I guess I'm going to be signing off for the night. We're going to stay out here a little bit longer, though. See if anything comes up. I'm northbound on Rice Street, coming up on University right now. We'll take a slow swing up here. I think most of you heard, it sounds like somebody was actually shot at the Pimento Jamaican Kitchen shooting or shootout, whatever it actually was.
Just 312's call.
Get a nice restaurant downtown St. Paul. Many nice restaurants downtown St. Paul. That's one of the newer ones, and have to run into some people who who want to ruin it. So, got a message that somebody thinks I'm mute. I'm not muted, am I? Can you all hear me okay?
We can hear you, Pat.
Let me know if you can hear me all right.
He can't hear me telling him, but... So yeah, I mean, that whole scene just goes to show you how you never really know and how every day is, like, truly precious regardless of how good or bad things are at the time, and that... you don't have to be...
And then right after that, I went to a call where... the call was a half an hour old for a woman screaming on Acker.
283.
And I got there half hour after... What was that?
Measuring the no plates.
Didn't want any help at all, and
301.
so that's the way it went. She had somebody to get her home, despite how intoxicated she was. Swing by this place here where
Metro 70 cars
some
for
of the
a stall
young
located
men and
northbound
women we know hang
35
out.
at approximately 225th Street.
682 when I clear.
But yeah, you saw a great example of how
682
the how a stores, and then pretty much all hell broke loose.
Copy that, Lieutenant. Copy.
And it's staying fairly steady
202.
right now. So we're going to see what happens here the next few minutes. I hope everybody enjoys this weekend we've got, that we've entered into now.
297, your status.
It's supposed to be a high of 35 degrees today,
303.
Saturday, which I'll tell you, for February 10th,
2507 Metro.
is pretty darn mild.
507.
Balmy.
Hello.
15 is one for a 5-6. Can you call the city of Anoka and see if they have an officer that could maybe at the PD for testing?
304.
I'll be clear.
You'll be clear. County 1311. You still code 4?
What you're hearing there is the was Highway Patrol dispatcher.
Copy clear verbal. On what county zone?
Or no, I'm sorry, that was Washington County. Washington County.
10-7 TGD. Good night.
Have a good night. 304.
This is the intersection of Rice and Front, which was a pretty busy spot back in the day.
off the highway.
How you doing?
Yes.
For a minute I thought he ran a red light, this guy in front of us, but nope. He actually came off the street, one south of the light. I think we'll cruise down Maryland here towards the east side. See if something comes up before I have to sign off. This has been a rather long night. The streets have gotten fairly quiet and fairly empty.
300.
300.
Can you give us all the data when you get a chance?
Copy.
Thank you. 307.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I think I'm going to sleep pretty well tonight. Swing through the speedway here.
Four seven three Metro.
473.
The occupants have been delivered to their Uber driver. I'll be 10-8.
209. You know, I saw I actually put this on my Facebook page. I saw a great quote. The author of it is unknown, but I liked it so much I put it on my Facebook page, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit in such a way
2507 Metro.
that if anyone were to speak badly of you, no one would believe them.
310.
And I think that's a good way to live. We should all strive to be that. I'm certainly not perfect. I try to live my life well, and I try to live by those words. And I think we all should do that. And we should all continue to strive to be kind. So I'm going to sign off with the words of just perform some act of kindness over the weekend, whether for someone you know or a complete stranger. But thank you for riding with us tonight, and we will see you the next time we go live.
Well stated, Pat.
which might be under Sheriff Martin on Monday. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you to Live on Patrol for
Take care, folks.
sharing
Good
their
night.
patrol broadcast and their YouTube channel. And I'm also going to sign off. I will be back on shortly. I got to get a little something to eat, play some tanks, and I'll probably do that on YouTube as well. So thanks for watching. Definitely go like and subscribe to them guys if you haven't, and if you liked it. And catch y'all on the next one.